Dipali Gaikwad, working as a business analyst for one of the topmost investment banks in the world. I'm a very content person. For me, success doesn't always have to be a big leap. I believe that the success isn't a one-time thing. It's phases upon phases of bettering who you are and what you're doing. Be happy with what you've achieved so far while working for your next milestone. Be self-aware and remember, it's hard to beat a person who never gives up.
Hi everyone, I am Mahi Kulkarni and today I have Dipali Gaikwad with me, and she's been a business analyst with over 9 years of experience in investment banking. Apart from this, she also loves to travel and is super outgoing. She's been very nice to talk to us about teenagers and share knowledge with and advice with all of us out there. So let us know some more about her. Dipali, could you please tell us a bit about yourself?
I'm Dipali. I'm working as a VP with one of the topmost investment banks in the Department of Regulatory Reporting and Trade and Transaction Reporting. I am supposed to deliver a lot of big projects within the set of budget and within decided time. Since very childhood, I'm very fond of numbers. So I knew I am going to be doing something related to numbers going ahead in my career. Different investment banks. I worked with Morgan Stanley. I worked with Credit Suisse. I worked with ABN AMRO. So all these investment banks have added a lot of experience. And apart from work, I am a regular yoga practitioner. And as you said, I love to travel and I like to read. Thanks.
Data science is all over us these days, all the way from robots to restaurants, and it seems like a very exciting area in the finance industry. So, Deepali, what is it that excites you about data science?
Journey of data science that really excites me. Okay, so if we look at the data since very beginning, earlier there used to be handwritten documents, right? So we used to have those phone calls, we used to have those different set of files to have a record keeping, but then over the year of time we discovered different ways to store data in different data formats. That's how we hear this word called big data, where a big chunk of data is stored somewhere virtually, and every data that we have today is we are able to digitize it, and that's how the journey of data science has begun. It's very important for all of us to learn and know about data science. Me being a business analyst, dealing with numbers almost every day, for example, sometimes I have to open the files which are very big, 2 or 3 GB. Imagine it is a very difficult job to open a file with that big of a data. So I have to learn and understand the data science to make my job easy at work. So I have to use tools like Python, RStudio, ClickSense to go through at least to open those files and analyze my data. And of course there are a lot of other tools which have made our lives easy. Not just about just the work that I talked about. I think you and me, we all know that data science has taken immense journey. The way you browse your social media, you see those annoying ads everywhere. You click something on Myntra, you see something on the Facebook, correct? the way we are getting vaccinated every day. Scientists have dealt with great number of people with great number of different health issues. They still have to get vaccinated. It has to do a lot with data science. We see electric automated cars everywhere, and it has a lot to do with data science. I have to keep a track what was the data science in the past, how I'm using it in the present, and how it's going to shape in the future, because it's going to impact everyone's lives. May it be a doctor, may it be an engineer, doesn't matter what is your field, or even if you're a housewife. So everyone is one way or the other using the data science at this moment. And if you at this young age start understanding and learning the aspects of data science, right, what is the significance of it, how it's gonna change our future, if you understand it now, so when you will be at my age, you're just going to ace it. You get a hold of data science, please go through it, read it, take the classes, and make sure you're getting aware of it.
You started out as a fresher, an analyst, a team lead, and now you're a VP in a financial industry. And you've traveled all across the world and achieved so much at such a young age. What would your advice for young aspirants like me to plan our future be?
Thing that you achieve, right, or to gain, it doesn't really happen overnight, right? So you have to start. So for example, if you start something at a very early age, right, then you practice it almost every day. You practice something every day, and that practice is going in the background, and you put your plan in action, and then you achieve something out of it. Something every day is a yoga, right? So doing that every day, you have to discipline your life. So I think it is very important for everyone to discipline your life. So whatever little things that you do, for example, as youngsters, we all know that we used to create timetables, correct? And those timetables, what we used to write in those timetables, right? What time are we going to get up? What time are we going to go to school? When are we coming back from school? What are our sports timings? When are we going to have our dinners? When are we going to sleep? Put a plan in action to make that guilt work for you, And if you get up at 6:30 in the morning, you reward yourself. Also, at the end of the day, if I have more rewards than punishments, I will be a happy person. And that's how you seek happiness throughout the day. And when you are focused, you create emotion. And emotion is extremely powerful tool. When you create plan of action based on emotion, you feel something about it. That's how you achieve something that you want. It starts within you. Just start. There is a self-drive that exists inside you. You just have to activate it. You have to be aware what you want and what you want to achieve, and you will do rest of the things. So I think, just self-awareness is the most important thing. I am extremely self-aware person. I want to know what I'm feeling at that moment in that area, in that phase.
Thank you so much. Honestly, no one has this kind of an outlook. Another wise person, that was my dad actually. He also very strongly believes that discipline is the first thing to start off anything that you want to do. So when you talk about data science, you talk so passionately about it, and we all can see how much it excites you and how happy it makes you as well. So could you tell us about a time when things didn't exactly go your way, and how you overcame this challenge or roadblock in either your career or a project that you were working on?
So I haven't really faced a major roadblock or something that had, been that had gone wrong extremely in my case, because I'm a person which goes into the roots and look at the problem. So I haven't really faced that. But it's something that's very interesting that had happened with me, and I'll be happy to share that with you. In my previous project, so what had happened is I was working on the similar kind of people, similar kind of project, similar kind of work, 4.5 years, right? So there was little monotony that had created because of that kind of a work. And I'm a person who loves challenges. I'm not saying that in those 4 years I haven't faced the challenges, but I was looking out to make myself a complete professional. I was looking out for more challenges at that point of time. So so I had decided to create more opportunities for myself, because I could not see things moving for myself or for my growth. At that moment, what I did, I suggested that we can start, re-engineering our systems, and our business processes. So of course, it's an organizational level change, and that initiated literally 18 more projects into it, and it just takes your idea, your efforts to put it in front of right people with the right set of data, and you have to back your data with your understandings and your learnings, and it was accepted. Trust me, Mahi, I actually started 18 projects, and I am leading those 18 projects at this moment. So it is very interesting, to initiate something. There will be chances. There were chances. People could have brainwashed my thoughts. They could have declined my thoughts, and there was a lot of resistance that could have happened. But I was so clear and so crisp with my data. And how I did that was, just putting the plan in action, getting it reviewed with my superiors, having those discussions every now and then, being patient, understanding what are the risks into it. So this is, and having that vision, what change I'm going to bring to the table, to the organization, how it's going to have a business impact was very important at that point. So, and I'm actually working on that project right now. So very important. If you don't create your opportunities, there will be someone else who will create it. And you will work for their opportunities, for their vision. So it's better you create it, you start working onto it, and just be persistent with what you're doing. So that was one of the very big challenges that I faced. With that thought in my head, fighting for that budget for 18 projects in the time of pandemic, it was not easy for organizations as well to accept this proposal, but then they could see that kind of a business impact. And I'm very glad that I could make, business impact of 23% for my department, at least for, this year. So it was, I could see it, as a challenge, and I overcame it. I hopefully will overcome it by successfully delivering all those 18 projects coming soon. So that's something that I was very happy to share with.
It's so inspiring to everyone, literally, especially teenagers like me who are watching this. And as an overachiever, could you tell us at what point of time would you feel like you have met true success?
For me, what success is, I have found peace within. I am very content person. I've always been a very content person. So for me, success is, it doesn't come with a time. It's a phasely success. Even when you are in a college, you are successful. You are successful in graduating yourself, understanding, getting that data, making yourself a educated person. You're successful at that age. So I received that sense of success when I was in college. When I was in a early age of my career, I was learning almost every day, and every day I used to get fascinated. And I knew with all that data, with all those learnings, I was becoming polished every day, as a professional. So it was giving me a character in a sense, if I put this character in a professional world, it's going to be helpful, it's going to be rewarding to me. Out of this happiness, I can share this happiness with world around me. And also talking about the monetary success, because that's also a very important aspect. So I've adopted education for 5 children, and I will be responsible for their educational finances and until their first graduation. So I am very happy because graduation or the education was a thing where it had given me existence and a character, and I know how powerful it is, and at this moment I'm able to give it back to someone. I'm able to give it back to the society because I think it is my moral responsibility. And when person understands this, person is successful. Doesn't matter how, doesn't matter your monetary success, doesn't matter because lot of people, health could be a success, for someone who is trying to lose a weight 30 or 40 kgs and they achieved this, they can be successful at their stage because they achieved something and they're getting benefits out of it. It is a way of success. So just looking at those big people, Bill Gates or Ratan Tata, those are extremely successful people, those are very inspiring, but you are successful too. You have to make yourself realize that, and that's how you're going to achieve something big. It's a journey that matters. It doesn't matter what's exactly at the end, how you're going to go towards your goal. And when I'm saying that doesn't mean I'm already successful, I've stopped at this success. I obviously have my next milestone ready, and I'm working towards it very hard and very passionately. So that's success for me.
Awesome. Your whole perspective of success is amazing, and the fact that you're taking up helping to provide education for people is it's amazing. You're giving back to society, and I think that's something everyone should learn to do now. Awesome. Thank you so much for doing all this. But sadly, the session has come to an end. This was amazing. Thank you so much for talking to us and giving me as a teenager this opportunity to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mahi. Thank you for having me. It was very enjoyable session. The questions were very nice, very simple yet very thoughtful questions and very relevant questions to this era. And thank you. Namaste.